everybody, welcome to another episode of Entertainment Talk. Today is Sunday, July 10th, 2016. I'm Fletch, and I want to talk about everything that happened in the world of film and gaming this week. So, let's get into it. Surprisingly, a lot of anime-related news came out this week, and I think that's pretty cool. That usually doesn't happen. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge anime fan. I've just started watching a lot of shows. I think it's a really cool art form, and I'm happy I get to talk about it this week. So this week, we got some minor details and a set release date for Attack on Titan Season 2, which is going to come out in spring 2017. This was announced on Twitter, and it actually came with a promotional poster for Season 2, which looks really cool. Apparently, Season 2 is going to deal with a political situation involving X and Wall Rose, and a conspiracy theory that connects the government to the birth of the Titans. And the story is going to move farther from the walled cities and towards the countryside as the characters fight for their survival. I don't know why this took so long, because people have been waiting for this forever. Like, Attack on Titan Season 1 came out in 2013, and people have been waiting for Season 2 ever since that finished. I think the reason this might have took so long is because the creators of the manga wanted the comics to finish at least 4 story arcs before they started back with the show again. And I hope this season attempts to go deeper into the characters like Eren and explain to us how he's able to turn into a Titan like he was in Season 1. Attack on Titan was the first anime series that I started. I haven't finished it yet. I'm a little bit more than halfway done with Season 1, but I'm definitely going to be finishing it in the next couple of weeks because I was blown away by how good that show was. Attack on Titan was a show that really surprised me because the action was so good and over the top and bloody and gory and amazing. But the show was able to tell such emotional stories with the characters, like Mikasa and Eren. That was a huge surprise for me while watching the show. Also, I love the idea of a government conspiracy theory linking them to the Titans. That just sounds really, really cool. The release date on this thing right now is spring 2017. That might get delayed. I don't think it'll happen, but there's always the chance. And now moving away from anime for a while, we got a lot of news about Spider-Man Homecoming this week. First, we got a lot of these leaked set photos of Tom Holland in the suit, and he has this backpack that you can see in most of them. And what I liked about this is how we're seeing the practical look of the suit. One of the biggest disappointments I had with Civil War is that 95% of the time when Spider-Man was on screen, he was all computer generated. I didn't really notice it when I left the theater, but as I kept thinking about the movie weeks after I saw it, it really, really disappointed me. Spider-Man as a character in Captain America Civil War was perfect. Tom Holland nailed every aspect of Peter Parker. But as I left the theater, I just kept thinking over and over again that it would have been better had I seen a practical Spider-Man instead of an animated one. And I know I am definitely not the only one who has voiced this complaint. A lot of people complained about this, and I hope Marvel listens to the fans and give us a real practical looking Spider-Man instead of a CGI one. Also, look at this picture Tom Holland put on his Instagram. Look at it. That is like the coolest thing I've seen on my Instagram scroll in like ever. I love how he's like dangling in the air when he took this, and he has his phone in his hand when he's on like a bungee thing probably. And the next thing that happened in the Spider-Man Homecoming world this week, Angourie was just cast in the movie as an unknown role. As soon as I heard this, I immediately thought that she was going to be playing Gwen Stacy. But then I realized Tom Holland's 19 and she's 15, so that would have been pretty weird. But whoever she's playing in this movie, I am so excited that she's in it because I loved Angourie and the Nice Guys. She was so witty and funny, and that movie actually gave her character something to do. She was really able to shine in that movie, and I hope she does in this. I'd love to see her in the Marvel Universe. I can't wait to see who she's playing. But definitely don't expect her to play Peter Parker's love interest in this movie because with the age thing, that would be really, really weird. And for some reason, Hollywood really loves anime this week because on Wednesday we got even more anime news. Stephen Paul, who is a producer on the new Ghost in the Shell movie, had an interview with BuzzFeed News in which he defended the casting of Scarlett Johansen in the new film. He said, "I think everybody is going to end up being really happy with it. They're going to be very, very happy with it when they see what we've actually done with it, and I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed." I don't think it was just a Japanese story. Ghost in the Shell was a very international story, and it wasn't just focused on Japanese. It was supposed to be an entire world. That's why I say the international approach is, I think, the right approach to it. For those of you who don't know about this, Ghost in the Shell is an anime film, and Scarlett Johansson was recently just cast in the American remake of it. And a lot of people are just blowing up on the internet because they wanted that character to be played by an Asian person. And so now you know what happens with that. We got a bunch of internet trolls, and for some reason Ghost in the Shell is now the centerpiece of the whitewashing and Hollywood talk. I'm glad Stephen Paul released this statement because I do not understand why so many people are angry about this. Scarlett Johansson is a terrific actress, and this is an American remake we're talking about. So not everybody in the movie has to be Asian. It's an American remake. Remember The Departed, directed by Martin Scorsese with Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson, Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg. Amazing actors, incredible movie. The Departed was a remake of a Japanese film called Infernal Affairs. No one was mad about that. And there have been several American remakes of Japanese films where the director changed the nationality of some of the characters. It's not a big problem. I guess it just has to do with casting announcements because everybody, no matter what, hates on every casting announcement in history. So anyway, who cares? I'm excited for Ghost in the Shell, and I can't wait to see what Scarlett Johansson does with this character. She'll probably be great. Next, we have something this week that people are kind of freaking out about, but I don't get why. Ryan Reynolds posted this fan-made poster for Deadpool 2 on his Instagram, and now everybody's taking this as an announcement for the release date because at the very bottom of it, it says 2018. Okay, I need to address the outfit change and my wet hair. My phone just died while I was recording, so I had to go to the beach, and I went and started playing Pokemon Go, and it started raining, and hence my situation right now. I could definitely see this movie having a 2018 release date, given that Simon Kinberg said that it's going to start shooting early next year, so they can definitely make that release date. But I don't think that's what Ryan Reynolds was going for when he posted that on his Instagram. I think he just thought it was funny, so he wanted to post it and share it to everyone. So people are taking this very seriously. I'm kind of taking it with a grain of salt, but anyway, I think Deadpool will probably have a 2018 release date. I just don't think that's what Ryan Reynolds was going for with this thing. And now in just total crazy ass news that I don't understand at all. Bryan Cranston said in an interview the other day that the new Power Rangers movie that he's playing the villain in is going to feel like The Dark Knight tonally, and it's going to be unrecognizable from the television show. Okay, how do you make this feel like The Dark Knight tonally? Go, go, Power Rangers! I get how they're trying to change Power Rangers a lot, but since the beginning, Power Rangers has always been this little kid fun thing that you could turn on Saturday morning and watch with your family, and like, I don't know if Power Rangers really has a place for a dark and gritty tone. Have studios ever tried to do this before? Of course. We had the first two Fantastic Four movies that were a disaster, and they were really fun and campy and comedy-ish almost. And then we had Fat Four Stick in 2015, that tried to make everything really dark and gritty and intense and serious, and we all know how that turned out. But all in all, I think Bryan Cranston's a terrific actor, and I think he'll do a good job in this movie. But I just don't know how they're going to pull off a dark and gritty tone. This is Power Rangers we're talking about. Now we have some video game news. First of all, the game that everyone on planet Earth is talking about this week, Pokémon Go. Okay, so I just started playing this game yesterday, and obviously there are some glaring problems. It's really buggy, there's a lot of server issues. The character customization on this game is so generic and bland, and I hope it gets fleshed out more in the future. And the GPS system is pretty bad most of the time, but other than those things, when this game is good, it's really, really, really good. This concept of going around your city and collecting Pokemon through the power of augmented reality is like the best thing that's ever happened to a mobile game. I love this game so much. There are some problems, definitely, and there's a lot of bugs, and I hope the developers work on that in the future. I hope we get updates. But as of now, I'm really enjoying this game, and I'm blown away by how many people are playing this thing. It shot up to #1 in the charts instantaneously once it was released, and people are just like driving to random places in their city and meeting up with people and making friends from people who are just playing this app. It's amazing. But how great this game is not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is the crazy ass stories that are coming out of this. There was this one I saw the other day of this girl who was walking towards a body of water, and she found a dead body in the ground looking for a Pokemon. And there was this hilarious sign that I saw outside of this guy's work on Instagram that was basically telling all the employees to stop playing this game on the job. Like, the popularity that's going into this thing is crazy. I love it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this game, because there's some great things that are coming out of it, and there's also some terrible things. Also, the fitness component of it. Oh my god. So guys, that is it. That is everything I wanted to talk about this week in the world of entertainment. Thank you so much for watching. And the next couple of weeks are going to be very exciting on this channel. Still gonna review Uncharted 4. I know. The game came out on May 10th. And I've taken way too long to beat it, but you know, with video games, I like to take my time. I like to take a few months to beat them. And Uncharted is a video game series that's very close to my heart, so I still really want to talk about it. Also, this I'm very excited about. I will be reviewing the Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition Director's Cut Blu-ray when it comes out on the 22nd, I think. I'll be talking about the Blu-ray, which means the audio and visual transfer, as well as the special features on the Blu-ray, and I will be talking about the Director's Cut, and if it improves the film, or if it doesn't. So until then, you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, and subscribe in the link down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.